I was reading the history of the WWF article on their website, and they brought up the night where the Undertaker crucified you on his symbol. The little blurb about it said there were so many complaint calls that the WWF phone systems crashed. I watched that episode live and thought it was just great TV. It was over the top, but that was at the time. What were your thoughts of it? I know Vince Russo was running creative back in, and he did a lot of over-the-top things. Owen hadn't had his accident yet, so there weren't many restrictions in that area, I don't believe. Well, good question, Jason. Teddy, you remember the night
I remember
when the
that.
ministry hood hung me up by that metal cross?
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, man, they first showed me that big-ass metal cross, and they hooked the cables to it and pulled it up there to the ceiling, or as high as they did anyway, off that metal grill stage. And I looked at that damn contraption, and I'm like, hey, man, I said, this motherfucker ain't going to fall, right?
Right.
Because I'm standing on a platform on that crucifix, and my arm's out here to the side, and they're strapped down. You know, so if that thing falls, I can't, you know, first of all, the thing weighs several hundred pounds.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass piece of metal. And so if one of those cables snapped, it's not like I can, you know, just jerk one of my arms free and stop myself. Plus, the crucifix weighed several hundred pounds. It doesn't matter if I got them free. Anyway,
Right.
I was going to get crushed because I could not stop that weight. So I asked several questions about, hey, the safety of it. Would it fall? Blah, 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 blah. No, we're good. So anyway, we go out and do the gig that night. Undertaker gets me there. He ties me down. I'm standing on the little platform that I have to stand on. And all of a sudden, man, I think the lights went down and they started pulling that cross up. And Undertaker kind of went into his routine. I guess he was down there posing the Undertaker thing. And if I'm not mistaken, Paul Bearer was there. All I remember, Teddy, is being up about, I don't know how high they took that cross at that time, 30 feet, whatever it was, 10 feet maybe. But it was up in the air. I was suspended. And obviously, you know, I was just like it. I was just standing there with my arms out in a pair of trunks. And it was weird. It was real weird. I think they might have had the purple lights going about that time. And I just kind of, I hate when people use the word, it was so surreal, because it's a cliche.
Right.
But surreal would have to be the word that I might use there. And I just kind of zoned out. I kind of try to put myself like what was really going on maybe back then when they did that many, many years ago. And so I was just up there just kind of zoning out, tripping, and just kind of and that's when you're in a moment like that, Teddy, what are you going to do? Because you can get up there and you're going to act like you don't like it, and you're trying to pull your arms and flail around. That would be a stupid sell.
Yeah.
That's not going to translate. So the thing was, you know, I was there. There's no getting out of it until someone got me out of it.
Yeah.
So I just went up there, stood on that platform, and kind of went into a trance almost. And it was a very weird, spooky feeling, and the crowd was tripping. And then finally, I don't even remember, you know, when they let the thing down and they unstrapped me off of it. But anyway, it was a real weird experience to I guess, sum it all up.